All right, now we've got our assets loaded into the Shapes web portal. Let's go ahead and make our fairy tale experience. We're going to start off with, got all the assets. We're going to start off with our home screen. Make sure you toggle the UI element on. So click onto the item and then toggle the UI element on. That will make sure it comes out at a consistent scale for all your stuff. Make sure you operate at 100% scale so that everything stays consistent. While you're setting up, you want to make sure you're keeping things with a kind of a neutral ground plane. Make things at height from the ground. You can move anywhere, but you want to start off well. So what we're going to do is take this first frame, move it into the background. So I held it and pulled down on the left trigger. Then I make a new scene, and then we can put a new stage. And then we can put our next item. Don't do that. Make sure to do the UI view. And it kind of helps you by snapping. So we're going to create new ones. You'll see that the background scene is always there, or the background frame. And then that lets us orient each of the other ones so that they'll appear like it's states of the application window, not just random placement. So I'm just moving them in. Then we get to make the fun one. Got one more. Our immersive control. Put that in there. So now we've got our different app states. And we're going to go back to one, go to the background, and basically hold on to it and then pull up on the left stick. And now it will be on its own in that stage 1, and then 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we have our states. So let's add a little more volume to our scene. We've got our 3D model. So in Vision OS, you can have a bounded volume alongside your window content. So this is totally possible. And the user could then reposition that content. In Vision OS, you can't scale like this, but in ShapesXR, we can. So here we can kind of mess with the realities a little bit. It's not a perfect simulation of working with Vision OS, but it's a really great way to get a feel for it and see which parts of your app you want to have or not. So I'm just cycling through all the different scenes that we have now. So you can kind of see, again, it's not the same as Vision OS. So you can go ahead through all your different stages and kind of build out their different parts. Let's build out the immersive one. This one's going to be fun. We're going to take our models that we've brought in. And then we're going to add our skybox that we got from Blockade Labs. And it's just that easy. So now we're in an immersive type of space. A little Guardian peek through there. So then you can really say, all right, well, yeah, let's get to it. So we're going to do find the characters. So you got to go position them around somewhere. When we keep everything at 100%, that's like saying, that the Vision OS, it doesn't zoom like this, like I said. So we are basically designing our 100% to be our Vision OS experience, and this is like us being behind the scenes. Just keep that in mind. So there you go. Now, oh, there's that one. There's that one. Okay, then this could update. So it's up to you how many states you want to make. For your Figma, you've seen how to do it. You can make this pretty complicated if you need to, but it's really better to just get a feel for it and kind of do wizard behind the curtain design work and kind of just pretend. And And the best part about this is that, this design's not perfect right there. I think I would fix that. So then I go into the Figma and I can just update it there, and it'll update right here, and it won't mess with my layout at all. It's great. If you need to do interactions on top of this, you can basically just use little objects in your library here to make different shaped targets, like hover states and selector states. You're basically just going to need one. And you just make them for the size of the buttons that you need to do. Give them a little bit of style, and then you put them on your buttons. They can serve as your interactor targets. So you make a new interaction, and we'll just do an on click. And we're gonna select our little hover. Then we're gonna tell it to go back to the home stage, which is what that button is intended to do. Now if we click play, gotta reposition a little, and then you can see there it is. So we can complete the other side of the behavior as well by adding another interaction and another object to the front. But we'll probably need to use a different shape because we want to show that this button is clickable. The whole thing lights up. So we'll use a different shape. All right, so now we can make our other interaction on the front page. We'll say that object goes to stage 2, which is where the Humpty stage is. Click play. You can change your origin position later, but right now we're just gonna click. Yay, there he is. Go back. Yay. All right, there you go. So you can see, if you want to build this out, you can do that. It's not going to be a perfect simulation. Obviously, the Quest 3 does not have eye tracking, so you are going to rely on either head tracking or hand tracking, or obviously controllers like I'm doing right now. But it does help you understand the logic of your application, make sure you can get everywhere you want to go. It can make a really nice demo experience. So yeah, that's it. These are basically hopefully just an inspiration. You can really prototype anything. It doesn't have to be Vision OS. It's just that Apple provides this really nice Figma, and ShapesXR has a really nice Figma integration. And so you can really use the Quest 3 and any Quest device as kind of this like portal or like companion to design for Apple Vision Pro. Even if you're going to target native Apple Vision, you can still, take this approach. And if you're a small team, maybe you're going to want to even, buy a couple more Quest 3s so that people can be in their experience and design and feeling out some of the issues or whatever, and only have one Apple headset. So, this is also kind of like a pro tip, for any indies out there, like, this is a way to get in contact spatially with a very similar type of experience and, explore what's possible. So, yeah, thanks, and hope you enjoyed Fairy Tale Vision Pro. You can visit it yourself at this space code right here. And enjoy. See ya.